There is an incredible story told in the Talmud about the destruction of Jerusalem, specifically the burning of the temple, where people were being murdered and destruction, devastation lay all around. The Kohen Gadol, the high priest, went up to the roof of the temple and amidst the flames took the keys to the Beit HaMikdash, the keys to the temple, and flings them heavenward. The ancient legend continues that a hand reaches down from heaven, accepts the keys, and takes them back up to the beyond. Fast forward nearly 2,000 years, and on May 13th, 1948, one day before the British Mandate of Palestine is ending, finally, the last column of British soldiers is leaving the old city of Jerusalem. As it is making its way, twisting and turning through the cobbled streets, it stops at number 3 Or HaChaim Street. And a knock at the door will find Rabbi Mordechai Weingarten, the senior elderly rabbi of the old city of Jerusalem, there surrounded by his books, his collection of ancient Sfarim and Jewish artifacts. As he put on his vest, adjusted his glasses, and places his black hat on top of his head, he steps into a courtyard and sees a middle-aged British soldier wearing the yellow and red insignia of the Suffolk Regiment. In his right hand, this British soldier is holding an iron bar of approximately 1 foot long, an incredible rusted old iron bar. And turning to the elderly rabbi, he says, this is the key to the Zion Gate, one of the 7 gates of the city. And the British soldier knew this legend. He knew that Jerusalem had been destroyed in the year 70, and as he handed it over to the rabbi, he said, a key to Jerusalem has never been in Jewish hands since the year 70, since when your temple was destroyed. This is the first time that it is returning to Jewish hands. Rabbi Weingarten extends his hands, now trembling, to accept the key. The British soldier said that relationships between our two people have never been easy, but perhaps we can now part as friends. Good luck and goodbye. Rabbi Weingarten, realizing the enormity of the moment, with tears in his eyes and a trembling voice, was somehow able to get out the words, Shehechiyanu, v'kiyemanu, v'higiyanu lazman hazeh. Blessed are you, God, who has allowed us to survive, to keep standing, and indeed reach this time. And he uttered the words, I accept this key in the name of my entire people. Friends, today is Yom Yerushalayim. Since that fateful day, those 6 fateful days in 1967, we now stand here 63 years later with a somewhat subdued celebration, certainly in the streets of Jerusalem and certainly over the entire Jewish world because of the coronavirus that we are in. But stop and pause and think for a moment the message of Yom Yerushalayim, that miracles can take place even in our times. That when all hope seems lost, there is yet a better tomorrow that is just over the horizon. The story of Yom Yerushalayim is that when things seem improbable, the Jewish people, indeed the story for all of mankind, is that somehow or other, good triumphs over evil, light overpowers darkness, and hope will prevail when there is only sadness and misery. We too are slowly, yes, slowly, being returned back the keys to our Mikdash Ma'at, to our smaller temple. As these first of the social distancing regulations are starting to be eased, we must still be alert and on guard. Now is not the time for the reopening of our shul, but yet we can see it happening on the horizon. When that time will be, it will be with the full understanding, not just of the government and our health officials, but primarily putting the security of life first and foremost beyond everything else. The keys are slowly being handed back. This is the incredible message of Yom Yerushalayim. We should celebrate on this day. We should think of the people and the city of Jerusalem, what it means to us in our lives. One day soon we will all be back, walking in the streets of Jerusalem. It's no longer a cheer. It's no longer a distant hope or wish. Those words echo in our ears, and today they beat in our hearts. Lashana haba b'Yerushalayim habnuya. Shabbat shalom.